So what's the point of creating hard work for you as a composer instead of doing simple things? What's the point of creating more complicated things and composing complicated things that demand a lot of work? I waited to do some video for the year of 2025, like a reflection video, a think video, and this is the one. So this is why I came here to the Belvedere Palace. We have a very nice blick from the city of Vienna. You can't see so much, but you can see the church. So this is the reflection. The importance of this question is, when you ask this question, it shows to you, it reveals to you some very important aspects of art that we are missing today, and that we are missing today even more perhaps in the more commercial fields of art. It reveals a problem, because when you are composing music from the very professional point of view, then things are related to money, of course, and then we want to be efficient, no? So why do we choose something that is not efficient? Do you understand? But I'm speaking about, why do you compose with why would you compose something with 5 parts counterpoints today? Do you understand? It gives way more work. So why don't you compose just the chord and melody? You should ask yourself this question: what is the point of complicating or being more ambitious with the material that you are trying to produce? So, for example, I am composing this march for orchestra that I am in a pause now, and I started thinking about this. So why? So with the time that I spent composing this march, I could have composing many other things, and I just did a pause from this march that I was composing for orchestra. The march into Blackgate, it's for Tolkien. I did one single pause and I composed a whole soundtrack album for a video game. So I did this in 1 week. So it's a very interesting question. The point is that we don't have very clear today the atemporal aspect of art and the transcendent aspect of art. So actually it doesn't come in our minds even the possibility of wanting to attempt to create an artwork that is really considered a classic. By a classic, I mean that something that will survive our time. Okay, like the building there, here, or the garden. So we think in very temporal and specific terms, very circumstantial terms, and we want very circumstantial results, and we get very circumstantial results. But the question is, why are you not going for extra temporal results? So this is the old discussion and dichotomy between immanence and transcendence in philosophy. So we are so absorbed in the immanence that we don't think about the possibility of the transcendence. So the transcendence is this what goes beyond what you are actually seeing or experiencing, and this is what goes beyond something. And the immanence, this is what is in something and belongs to it, and it dies with it. So it is the finite versus the infinite. Now the point is that I understand the value and the necessity of being, like, let's say, contextualized. So to be in here and now, and to be, let's say, realistic as an artist, principally when it comes to getting jobs, etc. So you have to adapt. Okay, I understand this. But the question is today, why is that it doesn't even come to our mind the idea of going beyond the here and now. So the idea of working for a classic work of art. So to working for a work of art that survives the taste of our time, the taste of of the people, the university, or the people, or the directors you work with, or your fans, okay, your music fans. This is the thing. We think sometimes about quality, but our reference of quality is still very, it is very, let's say, narrow, very, it's not ambitious, okay? So our reference of quality is very, let's say, stupid, because I can't find the Portuguese word for this, and it is very immanent. So this is our reference of quality. So this is why you always think about being efficient first. So this is why instead of composing a symphony with 4 well-written movements, you fool yourself that you wrote a symphony, and actually this is a set of fragments that you put together for orchestra, and you call it a symphony. This is what we are doing today. And then I ask you, why would you create yourself more work when you can do more with less work today, and there is no big consequence. So people people are not going to you today and they don't say, hey, your symphony has not one single moment where you compose for all bars. So it is always a duo, then so 4 instruments and then 2, and this is your symphony. And by the way, it's a nice way to compose. And Shostakovich did this perhaps too much. But the point is not that this can't be effective artistically. I think it can be. The simplicity can be very effective. So I'm not talking against the simplicity, but I'm talking about you ask yourself, perhaps in this year, why am I avoiding this long-term thinking? So does it pay off? Do you understand? Because when you compose for the immanent paradigm, let's say when you compose for the here and now, when you create art for the here and now, only for the taste of people around you and so on, when you do this, it is also nothing certain. You are not in a safe environment. So you might, so there are many risks. So you never know as an artist actually, unless you are in the point where you can say you made it. But it is always here or there. It is uncertain. So actually you are always in some casino as an artist. So the point is why do we discriminate the transcendence of the artwork and the attempt of creating a classic artwork? By a classic artwork I mean something that survives the tests of our time and the challenges of the times, so that survives the trends, the many trends that we are attached to, and reach a new level of communication that is more universal. So does this has to do with work and harder work and patient work? Yes, of course it has. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you can write here a poem that is somehow a deep level of insight that starts to be a classic. But we all know that the artworks that still live in our minds as reference until today, they have some type of deep work attached to them. Sometimes not in the moment of doing the thing, but in the study, in the preparation, or in other types of things that are associated with the extraordinary. Perhaps the life experience of an author, something. But there is an element of work and something was done. Okay, it was not like it doesn't matter. And this attitude is what makes already a difference. That the mindset directing things is towards the transcendence, is towards going beyond the trends. Okay, and nothing reflects this so well as the architecture. So here we have this very beautiful architecture, and I don't think that architecture should be always like this, but you see the difference between an artwork that has the intention of being transcendent and the artwork that doesn't have this intention of reaching the transcendence, of going beyond its own time. So think about this in this year, and so goodbye, and please remember to leave a like on the channel if you like it. You can book lessons with me online, and support also on Patreon. Follow on Patreon, because not always all the videos will be available on YouTube. And that's all. So I hope I intrigued you with something and gave food for thought.